Here's the status of our addition project at the Hardy house. I'm on the side right now. This is a huge pile of bricks from the demolition of a couple of walls. This is a construction fence that the workers put up because my neighbor was being difficult. That's a long story. I'm not going to get into all that. Here's where the new part begins. Waiting for this window to be installed. Some miscellaneous lumber. Come around to the front. Here's my work table. I'm helping a little bit take those bricks and chip off the old mortar, and I've got them stacked here. And I never really paid much attention to the brick on this house, but I realized that there's three colors, kind of a bluish gray, a yellowish, and a reddish. These are the bricks that I've cleaned so far. It's actually a lot easier than I thought. It just takes a long time because there's a million bricks. So chip the mortar off and then pressure wash the faces on them. Here's the front of our house. I'll back up so you can see what it's going to look like. So all that wrapped in Tyvek is the new addition, and basically it just sits where there was front yard. We also got a new roof for the entire house, which was, I don't want to say overdue, but it was time. And although that's not the color that I originally wanted, I actually really like this color of roof. I think it looks much nicer than gray shingles. Here's the company that we hired to do the job, and I'm pretty happy with them overall. Haven't had any issues, and it seems like the work is going pretty well. I spent a lot of time 2 days ago stacking all the leftovers. It's amazing how much waste there is, and various pieces that used to be our house, and there was a lot more than this because heavy trash already took 2 big piles. And actually put an ad on Nextdoor to see if anybody wants to come and look through these piles. There's some decent wood in here, so hopefully today and this evening some of this will disappear. Here's a rubble pile. This is all the mortar that came out when or was left over when they pulled down the brick walls, and I cannot believe how much junk there is. Mortar. I was gonna say rocks, but they're not really rocks. It's just amazing how much material there is here. And we still have this pile left. I've been working on this, decided rather than just leave it here and wait for somebody to clean it up, I've been cleaning it up. And I've realized that these actually make pretty decent landscaping rocks. And any piece that looks man-made, you just hit it with a hammer and it turns into rock. So I'm putting this down in some of the flower beds in the back. Flower beds that don't actually have any flowers. Here's our front door. Front door opening. Today what happened was electrical crew came through, and we're gonna have a nice outside outlet, and they started putting in all the electrical equipment. That will be our front porch light. Go inside. This is going to be a pretty nice wide and long hallway, and this is our original front door and a couple of windows. This is going to be a good sized closet. These windows will be removed. The front door is going to be removed and installed at the new front of the house. Some other things that have to happen is, and I find it kind of interesting that some of what used to be the outside of our house is now inside. Like there's the old roof that needs to be removed, and you can see the new roof, the new rafters and tech shield and all that, and there's some old roof here that needs to come out. It's interesting how complex a project like this is. Like they could not take out this roof until the new roof was on, just in case it rained. We wanted to keep the house relatively watertight. Here's a new bedroom with a good sized closet. And you can see all the blue boxes, which will be outlets. And I counted just this room, 7 outlets, so that will be nice. Instead of having too few. And they put in wiring for smoke detectors. And this other front bedroom is the same, it's just a mirror image. These 2 windows, I was happy that we were able to reuse these. They used to be right here, and now they're here. So that saved us a couple $100. I plan on having this rubble pile removed sometime this evening. Show you what it looks like. Go to the back. Some of that rubble I put here. Basically, I'm just trying to find something to do with it rather than have it in front of the house. And I put some of it here. And then my next load is going to go right here. I can't help but save things. I'm such a hoarder. I went through all the mess out front and decided that these pieces of wood might be used for something. And this is my burn pile. Lots of little chunks and stuff, and rather than have it sit out front and wait for them to pick it up, I decided to put it back here, and I will burn it in my poor old rusty char griller that I just basically used to burn through things like this. Here's our landscaping rock pile that was out front. And this was a chore. This took a better part of a day to move this huge pile of rocks from out front, picking them up just a couple at a time. That was a project. So I still need to remount the satellite dish so that we can have TV again, and take down that gutter downspout. I need to do some painting back here. Here's our new roof. It's so beautiful. We lost our skylight, which was right up there just at the peak, almost in line with the chimney. That skylight was so old and it had already leaked, and I'd patched it, and the roofing crew said that it was best to just pull it out. And in order to get the roof done, I didn't want to hold it up by trying to pick a skylight or order a skylight. So for now, we lost our living room skylight. No big deal, that can be added later. So that's where our project is. It's coming along pretty good. I'm very happy, and I do recommend the company Colony Builders. we're very happy with them so far. So far, so good. See ya.